What's up everyone, AJ the Kid here, and today I'm going to be breaking down how I made the beat for What You Want by Hugh Armani. Off here we're in 129 BPM. Kind of chose something a little slower to fit the vibe, and we're starting out in purity with this electric piano. So to start things off, I just started out with this basic chord progression, and I moved on to a top melody before adding in these middle notes to just kind of make it more fuller. And the mixing on that, I just kept it simple, just a normal EQ, cutting out the low ends. And the next sound that we have comes from Expand. It's a guitar, and the preset's name is Soft Steel Guitar. And this is the pattern I laid out. It's the same thing as the piano from before. And the mixing on that is the same thing. I just kept it basic, cut the lows. Now the next sound that we have is also coming from Purity. It is, the preset's name is Oh Be Bright, and it comes from this slow synth bank in Purity. And this is pretty much the same pattern as the guitar and the piano, except for I just took out the lower notes, so there's no low notes in this. It's just really just like a slow pad kind of thing, kind of a background sound. And the mixing on this, I have it kind of lower than the piano and the guitar. And the same thing with the other two, I just cut the lows. Now the next sound that we have is coming from XV5080. This is a plugin that I love. It's not a lot of, it's a plugin that I don't see anybody else using, but it's a plugin that I love. This is a very, very good plugin. And this comes from the Distorted Guitars bank, and it's this Distorted Guitar 1 preset, and this is what it sounds like. Now the main thing with this lead guitar that you want to make sure that this is important. You want to keep it basic. You know, you don't want notes all over the place, but you also want to keep it catchy. So that's kind of what I was trying to go for when I was making this. And the mixing on this one, I have a delay on it and an EQ, cut the lows again. And then the next sound that we have is also coming from Purity, and the preset's name is Simple Saw. This is a preset I love using. Plug-in B type beats, R&B even, and it just comes from this lead synth category. And this is the pattern I laid out. So to start out this lead, I just laid down these pretty basic just notes. Again, you want to keep it simple. And what I had did is that I had just copied this first part over to the third and fourth bar, and I just moved it up an octave. And the mixing on this is pretty similar. You just have a delay, a little delay, and just cut the lows again. The second to last sound comes from Xenology. It's the AX violin. This is one of my favorite violins across any plugin. I use it in all sorts of beats, and this is the pattern that I laid out. Again, it's very simple. How I made it is I just laid out these three notes, copied it over, and moved this second top note down an octave. And the mixing on this is pretty basic. I just have a reverb. I use vintage verb and an EQ. Just cut out the lows and a little bit of this annoying kind of frequency around 1K. Now this last sound comes from Purity as well. It's called the Desolate Solo Lead Synth, and it's in this lead synth category again. And this is the pattern that I laid out. And this is how I mixed it. I just cut the lows again and cut this harsh frequency I heard in the mix. And so that is the melody right there. That is all of the melody. I'll play it all together here in a second so you can hear it. Down here, everything else is basic. It's really a basic loop, nothing too crazy about it. And now let's get into the drums. Cut. Action. So to start off the drums, I'm just starting simple. Spins 808, the most simple 808 you can get, and this is the pattern I laid out. And for this, I just follow the bass notes from the chords, and I just made some simple cuts here and there, nothing too crazy. Moving on to the snare. Simple snare, two-step. Hi-hat. You want to make something catchy here. You don't want to just leave it at two-step hi-hat. You kind of want to make put some extra notes in there, maybe cut some notes out. You don't want to leave it just a simple two-step. Now the next sound that we have is this perk. So right now for the drums, this is what we're sounding like. Now the next sound I have is the snare as well. I just added a second snare. Again, it's simple, nothing too crazy, and I just copied that same exact pattern to the next side. And then I got this crash right here, just playing on the one of every 4 bars. Then I have this chant on the 2. Again, just keeping it simple. Simplicity is the key here on these kinds of beats, on any beat really. Simplicity is the key. And then to finish it off, we just have this perk. And that's the beat. And for the master effects, I have a soft clipper and a limiter. And so yeah, that's the whole beat right there. And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and subscribe, like. Also, I'm going to put Hugh Armani socials down below, so make sure you go follow him as well. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, let me know. And I'll see y'all next time.